satisfied with the fight?
I'm satisfied. I pretty much play on the rules, dominate one round after the other.
はい、満足しています。ルール通り、ルールに従い、ワンラウンド、そしてその次と頑張りました。
7年前の対戦と一番こう違うなって感じたところはどんな点でしょうか。
What do you think was different about this fight compared to the fight 7 years ago?
The rules are different. It was short rounds, so and I pretty much play with the rules. So just I knew it was going to be a short rounds, 3 rounds of 5 minutes. So I just control one round at a time.
前回と違うのは、ルールかな。ラウンドが前回よりも短い。だからルール通りに従い、5分間を3ラウンドということで、コントロールを使い、1ラウンドずつ、こなしていきました。
桜庭の印象は7年前と今回と何か違ったところがありますか？
What did you think of Sakuraba compared to 7 years ago?
He's still very, very dangerous. He's still very dangerous. If I made a little mistake, I knew he was going to try to capitalize on it. But he's still very strong. He's still on the top. He's still on the top. But he's still very dangerous.
彼はまだとても危ない、とても強い選手だと思います。僕がもし小さな間違いを犯してしまったのならば、きっと彼にやられていたでしょう。
How do you feel about audience in LA? Must be very different from Japan. The reaction.
No, it's I don't think it's good. I think Sakuraba and I come from a 7-year-ago history, and I think today we made the history again. This is the largest crowd in America, so together in an MMA fight. So we're part of the history again. It takes 2 of us to become part of the history, not just one.
今の質問はロサンゼルスの感覚は日本の感覚に比べてどう違ったと思いますかということに対して、7年前に桜庭と一緒にやった試合は歴史に残りました。今回もまた歴史を作れたと思います。歴史を作るには1人ではできません。2人で共に歴史を作ったと思います。
桜放射でね、会見ではですね、ちょっとその2人の完全な放射で、その KO かノックアウトで判定ではなくて決着をつけることを望んでたんじゃないかと思います。それについてご自分では判定ではなくてもうちょい長く戦ってでも決着つけたかったという気持ちはなかったでしょうか。
So we think that the audience wanted to see either a KO or something very distinct. If you have opportunity, would you have wanted to fight for longer to have a definite KO or something?
Of course, I never was in favor of judges. I was never, I never asked for judges' decision. Like when I fight for K1 in Japan, I always ask for, if nobody quit, should it be a draw? I always ask for that. I'm in favor either you win or it's a draw. So I'm the first one to put that on the table.
もちろんです。ジャッジで決まることは嫌です。できるのであれば、戦い続けたいです。戦い続けてダメならば引き分けということもいいと思います。
もし桜庭選手がもう一回やって決着つけたいと思った場合は、星さん、もう一回やるつもりでやる。
If Sakuraba requests to have another match for a definite answer, would you be willing to do that?
Of course, he's definitely a worth opponent.
もちろんです。桜庭選手はとても価値のある選手だと思うので、もちろん戦いたいです。
Maybe this time we can do in a neutral place. We fought in Japan, now we fought in America. Maybe we meet somewhere in England.
できたらもしかして次の機会は、もっとニュートラルな場所、前回は日本、今回はアメリカということだったので、もしかしてイングランドかなんかでやったらいいですね。
Royce, how far has the MMA sport come in the 7 years since you fought Sakuraba the first time?
Since the first time I fought 13 years ago, it came a long way. Today you find MMA shows all over the world. It's growing very hard, very, very fast, very good.
What do you see as the future? Do you think it's becoming more popular with a more mass audience, a general audience?
It's gonna get bigger and bigger.
今の質問は、今までの7年間で MMA はどんな成長を遂げているかと思いますか？その答えが、世界中、今 MMA はどんどん、大きなものになっています。もう世界中でどんどん広く広まっていくでしょう。
Royce, the crowd seemed a little restless at the pace of the fight. Was that the kind of fight you wanted to have tonight in terms of pace and strategy?
Well, maybe we have to educate the crowd a little bit. The crowd wants to see blood, wants to see knockouts. But we're both very strategic fighters. So we're not just crazy guys that go out and duke it out. So we're both very technical, very strategic fighters. That's sometimes maybe the difference, that little difference between the Japanese crowd and the American crowd. The Japanese crowd really appreciate that, the technical fighters. In America, they just want to see people brute force, knocking teeth out and breaking noses and blood. Sometimes it's not like that. It's not everybody that fights like that.
The DJ was talking during the fight. How did you find about it? How did you think about it?
I didn't hear the DJ. I have selective hearing. I have selective hearing. My mother always said that. So I listened to my father, I listened to my coach, to Royler, to Guilherme, to Pedro. I actually saw Guilherme almost getting kicked out by the boxing commission because he was in a different position, in a spot that he was not supposed to be talking to me. But I was watching, I selected hearing. I listened to my coaches, not the DJ, not the crowd.
今の質問は、試合中に DJ が喋ってたと思うんですけども、それは、邪魔でしたか、聞こえましたかということに対して、聞こえませんでした。僕は聞きたいことしか聞かない、聞きたいことしか聞こえない癖があるので、何も聞こえませんでした。自分のコーチ、の声しか聞こえませんでした。観客も聞こえませんでした。
はい、以上で終了します。もう一つ。あ、じゃあラストクエスチョンで。
どういたしまして。
As you know, the academy in Torrance, are you training other MMA fighters there?
Well, we have plenty of fighters coming up, not just in Torrance, but all over the United States. I have students that are learning from us, brothers, cousins. Yep. Then we have the new generation, the young generation coming up, ready to step in the ring anytime. So.
You ever see Johnny Morton in Torrance?
He took class with me about 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Royce, did you feel that the fight went the way you were expecting it to? Obviously, you got the nod, but did it go the way you wanted it to?
Yes, it was exactly what we trained.
Okay.
You can ask the coaches, you can ask the people that was around me. It was exactly what we trained for.
Did it feel different? What was the difference in experience going, from the previous bout, which was an hour 40, to this, which was 15 minutes?
Different rules, different time limit, different. I mean, the round was longer back then. So just different rules.
Did you see any difference at all in Sakuraba's game tonight than what you had?
Exactly the same thing what he played 7 years ago, but I neutralized him better this time.
Okay.
Royce, tonight you looked much stronger. Your shoulders looked strong. Your core looked a little stronger than previously. Did you change your training at all to achieve that?
Man, I've been trained. Normally, I lift weights for about 3-4 months, maybe, preparing for a fight. This time, I started training for this fight by the end of October. The fight was supposed to be in February. They postponed it to March, to April, to May, beginning of May, to end of May. Finally now. So I've been training non-stop since, I've been trying to pace it since October.
What's on tap for you next, Royce? Anything else scheduled? What do you expect next for the
Man,
next match?
I want to go home and spend time with my kids. I've been out of the house for the last month, man. I want to see my wife and my kids, man. I want to rest, go to the beach.
Can you foresee more matches though after this?
Oh yes.
You're planning on continuing? You felt good tonight?
Time will tell me. Time will tell.
Okay.
That's going to be the last question. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Here we go.
Thank you, Royce.
The history is this is the largest